So the final thing we're going to talk about is my favorite part, and that's going to be the best Cleat heat from week 3. We
All
love
right,
Cleat
let's
heat.
open these up.
All right, guys. So week 2 had a lot of Cleat heat, and honestly, week 3 was kind of underwhelming. But we're going to kick this off with Pat Surtain. I think it's Surtain. And he
Sertan.
wore a Ken Griffey inspired pair of cleats. Check these out. These are really cool. They're inspired by the Ken Griffey training shoe cleat that he wore for baseball. It's got his name Pat on the strap, his number 2, and then kind of that old Nike retro styling. And yeah, he does have it unstrapped there on that left cleat. Kind of a bold move going up against Tyreek Hill. Honestly, if I was him, I'd probably want to strap it up. But the cleats looked really cool. It's too bad they got absolutely stomped, 70-20. But definitely the coolest cleats from this week. What else we got?
Can you confirm that these are actually not strapped up versus broken?
I can't confirm. No, they could very well be broken.
Because I'm thinking I don't know to the quality that these guys, when they add these like fake uppers over top, that they can like do for durability and stuff. And like you said, if he's chasing around Tyreek Hill all day,
Yeah,
could just be broke.
it very well could be. I mean, these quick customs, these are Coda customs. He does great work, but of course, it's not really meant to hold up crazy. It's supposed to look good for like a game or two, and then that be it. So it could be broken, but regardless, it's a pretty cool looking cleat. Next up, we've got Devonta Smith of the Eagles. So these are a Jordan 12 custom. These are also by Coda Customs. I think the base cleat was like the Nike Vapor Carbon Elite 2014. It's kind of tough to tell, but I saw some other pictures that had the insole, and that's what it looked like to me. But these are pretty cool. Simple, clean, black, green. I like these a lot. Again, good cleats.
Is Devonta a Jordan athlete?
Nah, he's not signed with Jordan.
Nope.
He has worn Jordan cleats the last couple weeks. I think last week he wore a Florida Gators Jordan 7 PE, and then this week these are like another Coda Customs reconstruction. But as of right
Cool.
now, he's not signed with Jordan Brand. But we've seen guys, not be with Jordan Brand, and then like slowly get their PEs in, and then suddenly they are. So something to keep an eye on for sure. Absolutely. Then next up, we've got Mr. Kareem Jackson, also of the Broncos. So again, Broncos absolutely crushed by the Dolphins, but they had some guys with some cool cleats, and this is Kareem Jackson, and these are some Kobe 6s in just this nice all orange color. He was on our cleat heat for week 1 as well, and he's on here again. So again, this is Coda Customs. He kind of dominates this list because these reconstructions are just insane. Bringing back these kind of iconic basketball shoes, putting them on the gridiron. It doesn't get much better than that, in my opinion. These are pretty sweet. Next up, we just talked about these, so I won't waste too much time on them. But A.J. Brown, look how bright these things are, dude. I couldn't not put them on this list because they just demanded so much attention, and they look so good. And he did the neon mouth guard, too. So it's not just like one splash of green. He actually added, the mouth guard, too. And it's so clean. It's too bad that the NFL made him take them off because I really liked them. And I don't like the Eagles, just for the record. I hate the Eagles, but the cleats are cool. Next up, we've got another one of my favorites, man. Devontae Adams. He has some of the best cleat heat year in, year out, and these are insane. So these are a tuxedo Jordan 11. Tony and I talked the other day. They kind of looked like Converse if you kind of were like looking like at your TV screen like you would. It does kind of look like a pair of Converses, which is pretty funny. But, super classy. Looked good with the Raiders uniform. Next up, we've got Marcus Epps, also on the Raiders. These are a LeBron 10 custom cleat. I think these are from Coda Customs as well. I love the LeBron 10, one of the main basketball shoes that people had when I was growing up. And I'm like, wow, those are sick. So anytime I see them in the NFL, I got to put them on these cleat heat lists. And silver, black, can't do much better than that. And then we've got Garrett Wilson of New York Jets. So he didn't wear these in-game, but he did wear them in pregame. And it is this pair of Spider-Man Adidas Adizeros. These are really cool. You can actually get these from Adidas if you guys want. They dropped them, but they didn't really kind of tell anybody about it. They didn't really hype it up like they did the Finding Nemo pair. But really cool pair of cleats if you guys are into Spider-Man. He wore them in pregame. Pretty cool. Next up, we got a Cowboy, Dak Prescott. So I'm not sure if these are PEs or if they're customs. Of course, Dak Prescott is a Jordan Brand athlete, so most of his cleats are PEs. but I've never seen Jordan Brand kind of give them a design like this. So it looks kind of like the Union cleats with like the tabs and like the
Yeah.
texture. But it's like a white. Is it white or gray? It's like a white and gray cleat with
It looks
like
like
a
an
blue.
off-white. Like here you can like very clearly see the difference between the white and like a really light bluish silver.
Yeah. Either. I mean, dude, these are really clean.
They're cool.
I didn't really look at them too closely when I was doing the cleat heat, but like looking at them now, they're pretty cool.
Oh
Shout
yeah.
out to Dak Prescott. These are fire. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if they're customs or if Jordan Brand actually cooked this up for him, but regardless, these are really cool,
Yeah.
especially with those Cowboys uniforms. It's a good look. Got a couple more here. So this one's George Kittle, which I never really thought I'd put on a cleat heat list. I think he was on one last year because he wore some crazy cleats from the Surgeon. But these, when I first looked at these, I thought they were just like Chicago off-white Jordan 1 cleats. But upon further inspection, I have no idea what happened to these cleats. They have like a random bar going through the outside swoosh. There's like spots all over them. There's no swoosh on the inside of the cleat. I have no idea what's going on here. I'm sure there's a story. I just don't know what it is.
Is it one of those things like when DK Metcalf all of a sudden started to like not wear Under Armour stuff? And like maybe like he's literally blocking this out on purpose as like a message to Nike or something? Like
he could be, like, it's
players do that
possible.
stuff.
I don't know if George Kittle. I mean, we did hear that George Kittle was kind of like in contract talks with Nike, so maybe they weren't able to resolve it, and maybe he's fighting out against Nike with this.
Yeah, maybe. Like players do this kind of stuff all the time. It's like, oh, like you're having issues. Like I'm still wearing Nike, right? It's like, oh, it's creative freedom or whatever, you know. But
Mm-hmm.
then it's like at the same time, it's like,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there, but I did put them on this list because I thought they were cool. And I mean, they're still cool, but I'm sure there's more of a story there. Then the last one, we've got Braxton Berrios. I couldn't find a good picture of him actually in the cleats, so you guys are going to have to deal with this tunnel photo. But he wore a pair of Adidas Addy Zeros with this kind of cool drip effect going down the side, white, teal. These are customs by Souls by Sir. He wore a similar pair last week or maybe the week before, but I thought they were pretty cool. You know, they're literally drip, so it made sense to put these on the list. Oh yeah,
these
Tony's
were
got some
super
good
cool.
pictures of them.
Yeah, he had these ones, and then last week he wore. I posted them as well.
Top right. Yep.
There it is.
Yeah, those are really cool too. I didn't have them on my list, but like the 3D drip is pretty cool.
I don't know how he does that.
I don't know either. It reminds me of those like melted crayon arts. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. That's kind of how I look at it. But that's gonna be
maybe.
What's up?
No, I was gonna say literally. I don't know if he uses like hot glue, and he's like melting hot glue down it because the hot glue will like stick to it, and then he paints the hot glue. Or I've literally no idea what kind of material that is.